KPBS and our community partners celebrate 20 years of One Book, One San Diego, 20 chapters of powerful storytelling. We're excited to announce the selections for 2026. For adults, New York Times bestseller and horror masterpiece, The Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones.
Hello, I'm Stephen Graham Jones. I wrote The Buffalo Hunter Hunter, and it's such an honor, a privilege. I'm so excited to be part of One Book, One San Diego. I love being in San Diego. I associate it with huge conventions, of course, but I've been there for bookstores. I've been there for fun. I've been there through television shows. It's a great time. I'm thrilled to be back. I wrote The Buffalo Hunter Hunter because I couldn't stop thinking about vampires. I think that's why a lot of us write the books we write. Something lodges in our head and we can't get it out until we push it through a pen, you know? I've written about werewolves, zombies, slashers, haunted houses, all kinds of horror stuff. I've never done a vampire novel. And of course, I took my vampires up to Blackfeet territory to see what they were made of, you know, and to come at the buffalo hunters, the people who were trying to knock down the herds in the late 19th century. So a little bit of wish fulfillment there. Man, you know what it means for me to have the Buffalo Hunter Hunter selected for this is a book is never complete until it finds a reader. A book in a drawer in a trunk, a book on my computer is not a book. It has to start that feedback loop between the writer and the reader, and getting to come to your city and talk to you about it is that feedback loop, and it's such an honor. I hope you'll have a great time reading it. It means everything that you're going to engage Good Stab and Arthur Bocarn and his great-great-great-granddaughter Etsy Bocarn, that you're going to go up to Miles City, Montana, up to the Blackfeet Reservation as well, and see what it might have been like back then. I look forward to talking with y'all about all this in November. Thank you.
For tweens and teens, Eisner Award-winning graphic novel The Cartoonist Club by Raina Telgemeier and Scott McCloud.
Hello, readers. My name is Raina Telgemeier, and together with my co-author Scott McCloud, I am so excited that the Cartoonists Club has been chosen as this year's One Book, One San Diego Kid Pick. This is a really special book to both Scott and I, and this could not be better because this book was actually brainstormed when Scott and I were in San Diego together at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. So Scott and I have known each other for years, and we were having a conversation there, and I said, Scott, you make comics about like the ideas that go into making a comic and where to begin, words or pictures, words and pictures, pictures, words, how to understand them better, all the different genres and like all this cool stuff. And I make comics about kids and their friendships and their internal landscape. So what if we mash those two things up together? And Scott said yes. So it took us several years to make it, but now it's out. We're very excited to come and talk to you guys about this book and find out what you think. So we will see you in February. We can't wait.
Hi, my name is Scott McCloud, and I'm the co-author with Raina Telgemeier of the Cartoonist Club from Scholastic Graphics, which I'm excited to say is going to be the kids' comic selection for One Book, One San Diego in February. I can't wait to find out what people think of the book and connecting with the community. Raina and I loved collaborating on this book, and we love collaborating with our readers and getting ideas from them, so this is a perfect opportunity for us. This was a pure pleasure to work on this book. Raina and I are both writers and both artists, and this was a true collaboration. We tossed ideas back and forth, and then she drew the kids, and I drew what the kids drew. It was a really exciting comic to work on. My family has a long-standing relationship with San Diego, both through Comic-Con and all the other times we've had the pleasure of visiting. It's always great to have an excuse to come back to San Diego. And this is going to be an especially exciting time for us. We love to find out what our readers think and to meet with them. Crossing the country, Raina and I have met with so many kids and their families, and it's always a sheer joy. So I look forward to February, and I hope you look forward to reading the book and sharing with us what you thought of it. Thanks. See you soon.
And our picture book for kids in English and Spanish, Books on Bikes from author F. Isabel Campoy, Teresa Howell, and illustrated by Brazita Magro.
Hello, San Diego. My name is Teresa Howell, and I'm the author of books on bikes and Libros Libres sobre Ruedas. I wrote this book with F. Isabel Campoy and Brisita Magro, our wonderful illustrator. And I am so excited to be part of One Book, One San Diego. It feels to me like an honor and like coming full circle, because many years ago, Isabel and I wrote a book called Maybe Something Beautiful, inspired by your vibrant city. And we learned that far away in another country, this woman was peddling that book on her bike from village to village to reach kids who didn't have access to books. And we were so inspired by that story that we looked into book bikes across the world, across the country. And we came up with the story of Leah, who notices the same thing, because some kids don't have access to books. And so she took matters into her own hands, got out the tinsel, the bells, the ribbons, set of wheels, and spread the joy of reading to others. And it's also significant to me that that's what this book is about, and that's what One Book, One San Diego is all about too. It's about community and the power of books. I cannot wait to come out in the fall and meet you all. Read the book in advance, and we're gonna have a lot to celebrate and a lot to talk about. So thank you for this honor. I can't wait to be there with you all.
Many thanks to our One Book, One San Diego sponsors and community partners. Pick up these books at your local library or from an independent bookstore and read with us. Also, join us for community events across the region. To learn more, visit kpbs.org/onebook.